On this side, okay, say we've been working on rolling, she's been rock and rolling really good, so go ahead and roll towards me. I supported her arm. Once she's weight bearing on that side, then she's pretty much good to go. I can confirm, but the shoulder feels pretty good. She can go ahead and relax. She's in sideline now. On your notes that we talked about gravity eliminated hip extension and flexion. That would be like using the powder board, one of those boards, and she can work on flexion with emphasis on extension and extension at the knee. So you can work on that. I've done that before. Now this position, this is kind of where a lot of things are happening. We're going to go ahead and go into forearm weight bearing, so in side lying and forearm weight bearing. So let's say, what I say, she was right side hemiparesis. She's going to be, so this is the typical position you see is her in this position. So she's weight bearing onto the left side. She doesn't want to weight bear on the right side, so she's going to be turned, she's going to be left side bend. So keep that in mind with this scenario, left side bend. So that's typically what you see is they're away from the bad side and they're in a left side bend position in this scenario here. Okay. So what I do is I was in front, now I go around the back here, and this looks like a wrestling move, but I'm going to take my hand. You can go ahead and relax here. We'll probably lose this pillow, but that's okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my hand right here at the elbow joint, okay? And the other thing is my forearm, whether you can see it or not, it's supporting the GH joint to a degree here. Now she's on her involved side here. And what I'm going to do is take this hand and I'm going to go underneath her thoracic spine. And we'll do this a couple times here. And what we're going to do is roll up into forearm weight bearing. You want her arm approximately 45 degrees or so, 60 degrees right in there. And the other thing, and this is very difficult, is you want to basically have her roll up on the elbow. You don't want the elbow sliding forward. This happens all the time with it, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go into forearm weight bearing. Try not to help too much. We're just going to roll up onto this elbow. So I'm going to take this hand and go underneath here, and we're going to roll on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. So she rolls up, and I bring my thigh right underneath her thoracic here. And then at this point, I can get her back into this position. My forearm's supporting that GH joint. You doing okay?
Yeah.
And then I can bring her back a little bit. That's cheating, but it never seems to be perfect the first time. But I'm giving pretty good support. Feels okay. First time you see this, like, how in the world do people weight bear on that side? It's because of the GH joint. If you support that from going anterior, you shouldn't have any problem with that. Okay, now remember she was left side bend. Remember that? My leg, hopefully it's not on the keys there, your back,
No,
but my leg is right at the apex of where the curve is on her thoracic. So now what I'm going to do, while I support her arm, I want you, this is her good side, I want her to do a wave, and she's going to raise up and stretch out that side and back down. So a lot of great things are going on with this. We got weight bearing on her forearm, and now I'm helping with that side bend position that you see those patients often in that position. So I can open up that costal space and back down. And again, I can fine tune this if I want to, okay? But go ahead and do that again. And as she does this, I open up the costal space with my fingers and back down. You see how I tactile cue that? So open it up and back down. Now my arm's kind of in the way, but as she does that, you can also encourage her to bring her head down to stretch this out. You guys see that? Okay. So then when we roll back, I'll take my hand back where my thigh was, and I'm going to slowly roll on that side, back down in that position. Okay. Show you guys one more time.